Hey guys, how's it going? This is Vitamin ZK's
Zuko
and K Sizzle, and today we're gonna crack the customs with Toon Link. Let's start off with the fire arrow. Sets fire to the ground where the arrow lands, but the range is reduced. So right off the bat, the con is that you're losing out on the normal range that the hero's bow gets you, but you're allowing yourself to get some traps in onto the ground. So there's little flame pits that just pop up whenever they come in contact with someone. They do disappear right there, but they do stand on the field for about like 2 to 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so pretty cool trap. You can have more than one out at the same time, so you can use them like that.
Yeah, I really like this one. It's really interesting.
This is it fully charged. This is it with no charge. So you have a lot of range to cover, depending on all the different charges you can get off of it. Really cool.
Right. It does make Toon Link probably even more annoying to fight.
Yeah, because this gives you control of the neutral, whether you like it or not. And Toon Link could definitely use some help in the department.
Yeah. I have the piercing arrow, which are fast shots that don't curve and they disappear after a bit. The damage is bad, but they pierce through people. So that's pretty much all you're getting with it. Let's see the max range on this. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand up here. Okay, so about full battlefield, maybe a little bit more. So I'm not sure. Like, these are very quick, which are nice, but the damage is so bad. I don't know. Let me see if it like blocks you or something.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just I don't know how to set this up. All right. I don't know what's happening there. I'm gonna like smack you. Like, it's hard to set up. I don't know, because the first time I did it, it didn't like. Oh, okay, so it is, but they're really light, so they're just gonna get up immediately, I think.
Link's got a big ass head.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. The damage is really bad on this.
Probably a little better in doubles, just because it pierces, so it'll go through 2 people at the same time. So nice for interrupting, and pretty quick to the charge. You're getting a good range for not too much commitment. But you're losing out on damage. Very similar to one that Link has, his rapid fire bow.
Right.
So let's move on to the floating boomerang. Throw a boomerang that's slow to return. It'll vanish if it hits anything on its way back. So if it hits anyone on the way back, which moves really, really slow on the way back, it just disappears. It won't come back into my hand. So look how slow it moves. Very, very good in my opinion, just because of frame traps. So you have a lot of commitment. You have a lot of you don't have a lot of commitment to do. You just throw it out, and then you have a lot of freedom to set something up around that boomerang. So scare them. Yeah, make them have to worry about all the things that can be flying out, and then something that's coming back to you. Obviously, they might just be able to hit it back if they want to get that off their chest.
Yeah, maybe.
It does come if it does come in contact with their shield, then obviously it'll go away.
If it's on the way forward, it comes back. If it's on the way back, I think it just disappears. Damage is whatever on shield. So yeah, this one's cool just because it's really slow. If you need something like that. I have the high-speed boomerang, which kind of also pierces through people and can hit multiple times. It's very fast, and this won't like come back to me. Like, it doesn't auto-track to me, so it kind of just like does its own thing once you throw it one way. Though I think if I throw it like up, it comes back to me, so it's a little weird.
Yeah. It has like look at that cool trajectory that you got it off the battlefield platform. Almost like hit me right here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
It has its uses.
Yeah, it's very fast, which I like. Not too much to talk about.
Yeah, very straightforward. Nothing like not too much depth to it. It tells you everything right there. Obviously, I was hit twice there, and
damage is bad.
Damage is pretty bad. So trade off there. They don't want it to become abused in that sense, so it's more of like an annoyance tool. If you're there, it might not even deal 1% at one point, but it can lead into other things, because Toon Link does have a plethora of things to throw at you. Let's move on to the sliding spin attack. Slide forward while spinning. If used in the air, you'll move more sideways than up. So this is it uncharged on the ground, and this is it fully charged. Now, I'm not sure on if you hold up B normally, because I'm not letting go of up B here. Once I hit 100%, it goes by itself.
Yeah, mine does that too.
Okay, so maybe it's just a Toon Link thing. I just feel like with Link, I guess whenever I hold it, I get to choose when I let go, but not the case here. Obviously, where it shines more is in the air because the horizontal recovery is very, very good. You just go straight with a great ton of momentum, and obviously you're an active hitbox with that sword swirling around you. So, and it just gives them like annoyance kind of knockback, where it just keeps them, it grazes them next to you. So. Pretty cool in that regard. If you've been having trouble recovering from horizontal range instead of like from here, then maybe this is the one for you. The vertical one is probably not too good, but at the same time, I mean, we are on Battlefield right now, and he does kind of pop at the end too, so you're not completely shut out when it comes to the vertical range. So yeah, definitely an option just in case you're not happy with the normal up B and you want some help on the horizontal side.
And I have the flying spin attack, which does a few hits and then slashes upwards. So we're seeing that it's not too reliable on the ground, unfortunately. It can hit, but I guess they can DI out of it. And in the air, it does a similar thing. It kind of like stalls for a bit and then jumps up.
Yeah, almost like a teleport at the end.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Look at that.
I don't know. I know I've seen a lot of Toon Link players use this, and I guess it's kind of like a surprise thing, and honestly, it's probably good for like if you catch somebody like there in the air, like it would pop him up and kill him earlier than the other one would.
Because he is at 0% rage and I'm at 55, and it's like if you catch me up there when I'm recovering or something, just throwing it out. Pretty good. It can catch air dodges because it is a long move. You know, you're constantly doing this like grazing kind of hit, and then at the end a big hit.
Yeah, and I think the height is pretty similar. If it's off, it doesn't seem like it's off by too much. But yeah, I like the fact that it's kind of just like a finisher for your up B, so you might be able to secure kills with it, which makes it interesting. And I like the fact that it kind of just teleports up, so you're kind of like down there. Maybe they don't want to chase you, and then you're immediately like on the ledge. So might even be better for recovering in that regard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now let's move on to the final two down specials. So I have the time bomb. The bomb only explodes when its fuse runs out. Does less damage, but launches foes. So this seems like a really, really small bomb that runs on a timer, and you do lose out on damage, but at least you get to hit him with a greater knockback than before. So I think that timer is 1, 2, 3. So 3 seconds. Obviously would explode on myself as well, and who knows? Like maybe I believe I used this example with regular Link, where you can maybe hold the bomb to get yourself spiked to the ground easier. So if you're like turning around in some direction, you might be able to hold this and give yourself more knockback to get yourself closer to the stage. There might be some creative use in that department, but yeah, this seems like a really, really small bomb, so you need some pretty good precision if you wanna, and like some really, really good timing at the same time if you want to put this to good use. He is like at 7% right now. I'm not sure how big that knockback will increase to, but
I don't know. The explosion is so small.
Yeah.
Like it's less scary, and the fact that he can't throw it at me until like the timer's about to go off kind of means I can ignore it.
Yeah.
Which makes it kind of worrisome in my opinion.
Why don't you shield it?
I'm not even gonna get hit by that. One more time.
Okay, so very, very low shield damage. You'd think it'd be bigger considering what you're getting off of it in the normal kind of game. But he was at like 40% the last time I hit him with it, and he did get sent at a pretty decent range for the percent that he was at and the percent that I was when it comes to rage. Oh, that was weird. So let me hit him with it now. Yeah, now that he's like at 90. Yeah, so it has potential to kill, but remember, you need good timing and you need a good predicting as well.
Yeah, and positioning and all that.
Everything.
I don't like how it does like no damage, honestly. But I mean that's okay. If it can kill, that's not like a bad thing. I have the short fuse bomb, which are bigger bombs that blow like immediately up. So I can't really hold on to it. If I pull one out, I'm pretty much forced to throw it, or I'll like take the damage. So it's kind of cool, and like you could just like pull one out, run up to somebody and shield, and they're kind of forced to deal with it. But you really have like no time to do that. So it's only like if you're really close to them, now I can like blow it up. But yeah, I mean the damage is good. It's just that you're immediately forced to use this thing, so you're like limited in a way.
Yeah.
And the explosion is very big, so that if you like even like mess up at all, you're gonna get hit by it. if you throw it on platforms, if you hold on to it, if they're too close to you. Like, these are things you have to watch out for when you're using this thing. You don't want to kill yourself with it. So I don't know, like, it's cool that it's stronger and it's bigger, but the timer is just so short that, like, it's more linear, I guess.
The timer being short definitely makes me think that's amazing for recovery too. You know,
that's
being all the way here, like, you just pull it out and then half a second later you're gonna blow up and get closer. If you depending on the DI direction, go wherever you want. So it's like hitting yourself with a C4. So extending your recovery by a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because I can pretty much make it back from anything. Though I am taking like 10% per bomb, I think.
So it's up to you, and I think you'll rather take the 10% than die, guaranteed. So
yeah,
pretty cool in that regard. But remember, you cannot hold that. Like, you need to throw it immediately.
Yeah, if you plan to use it like on stage.
And as far as the shield damage goes, doing that right now. Yeah, so it's fine for what it is.
Yeah, it seems okay.
The range is where it shines too, because there's this gigantic range where you have to be shielding in order to not be attacked.
Right.
So that covers Toon Link. Pretty interesting customs. Definitely love the fire arrow. I feel like that should definitely be a staple. Too much things you can get off of it. The piercing arrow, it's okay, but considering the damage you're getting, there might be some other options you'd rather throw out than that. The floating boomerang I really like. I'm a big fan of frame traps, so couple this with the fire bow, and you can probably get some nasty stuff and control the field really well. I just saw right there when I threw it, like the trajectory it moves in, like really follows me. So it moves like up down as long as I'm like jumping up and down. It's pretty cool. The high-speed boomerang can definitely go into some tricky kind of angles. Like, you know, he was in a platform, he was able to hit me from the other side. You know, imagine two people starting the match from each platform, just throws it up like that, where you're covering the ground if they like choose to start the match by running up, and if they choose to just not move at all, you're covering two spaces. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that covers those.
You just have to wait before you like catch it. So when you do that, like, it goes through the stage down, and I have to like wait before I can do it again.
Yeah.
But you know, that's just something you have to pay attention to. Sliding spin attack is kind of cool, mainly for horizontal range of recovering. Doesn't seem like it's gonna really kill like the other one might, the one I have.
And you're not committed to only moving like so much forward in the beginning. Like, if I hold backwards, this is what happens.
Okay, so you can like mix it up.
Yeah, you could angle. Yeah,
that's good. Flying spin attack again. I like this just because of the ender. Doesn't seem like it's too reliable on the ground, but it does seem more reliable when you attack it in the air. And it's pretty good for recovering just because like you could stay down there and like jump up immediately. And as for the bombs, time bombs are cool just because the knockback is pretty good, though the damage is really bad, and you're kind of forced to only use it in like one specific way in terms of like when they're going to explode. So you really have to like pay attention to that. And short fuse bombs, good for recovering, good for damage. Just make sure you throw that shit immediately if you're trying to like use it against your opponent.
Definitely. Alright, so let us know what you guys thought. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Later.